Over 19 years in prison, I went to the hole a number of times for a variety of reasons, and over those first couple years, it was almost always for fighting. Because I went to prison, I was 150 pounds, I was 18 years old, and I was scared to death, so I got into a lot of fights that I should have walked away from. After those first couple years and growing up a bit, I didn't get into a single other serious fight, though I did get locked up under investigation for fighting. Because we were sitting around in the pod one day, we were bored, we weren't getting a lot of rec. One of the guys was really good at sewing, so we talked about making boxing gloves. Once he actually put them together, we were like, oh, well, we need to try these out, as one does. We went in the cell, we said we were training. In reality, we were just beating the crap out of each other. We were just blowing off steam, but one of the guys who would come in with us was having problems with his roommate. So that guy saw what had happened, he saw the marks on this guy, ended up going and dropping a note in the booth. So they came around that night and they said, hey, I hear y'all were fighting, we gotta see. I had a mark on my head, everybody had a mark on their eye or their head or somewhere. So they put us back in the hole for 2 weeks until the investigators came back from Christmas break. But that wasn't the time that they put me back in the hole and the staff actually ended up yelling at each other. Because before that, they put me in the hole for possession of contraband pancake syrup. They actually literally put me in the hole for having pancake syrup outside of the chow hall. Inside the chow hall, it's fine. You walk outside the door, it's contraband. They're going to lock you up. Every other time I went back there, the classification hearing only consisted of one thing. They would say, pending the results of your disciplinary hearing, we're holding you on pre-trial or under investigation. That was it. But this time, she was reading it, and she was like, wait, they're holding you back here for pancake syrup? Are you effing kidding me? And she signed to release me. But when you get released, at least in prison in Virginia, you don't get released right away because they have to do a compatibility check to make sure the cell you're moving into, you could be okay, there are no gang issues, whatever. So it might take a couple days, it might take a couple weeks. So anyways, it was a couple days later, I went to my disciplinary hearing, and the guy running that was super serious. He was like, this is a serious offense, and this is whatever. As soon as I got back from that hearing, they told me to pack my stuff because I was going back to the yard. Now, the guy who ran the disciplinary hearing ended up walking me back to the yard, and he was fuming mad because they're like, yo, how the F are they going to release you? I haven't even I said I was going to give you 10 days. You can't do this.